up, you guys? Welcome back. So today we're going to explore KappalBhati. So KappalBhati is a great pranayama, a breath work where we practice the breath. We practice retaining the breath in, retaining the breath out, and we also detox the prefrontal cortex of the brain. And this specific breath work helps to release lots of CO2 from the body and create space for fresh oxygen, for fresh prana, right? And remember, the longer your exhale, the more space is created within you for that next inhale to be longer and fuller, right? Okay, so for KappalBhati, a quick couple precaution. If you're on your first days of moon cycle, have any head cold or high blood pressure or pregnancy, you might want to skip that part and come back to it a little bit later when the time is right. Okay, so find a seated posture, whether it's cross-legged, kneeling. You can be on a couch, a chair, yoga mat, it doesn't matter as long as your spine is straight, shoulders relaxed, hands on the knees. Now, one thing you want to pay attention to with this breath is that it's only the belly pulsing in on the exhale. Try to stabilize your shoulder, your body, relax your face and your forehead, all right? So I'll guide you through the practice. A strong exhale, and the inhale kind of happen on its own. A soft little passive inhale. So we'll practice together. Inhale through the nose. And let's take a big sigh out, let it go. And inhale and start. Keep going, just a few more rounds. Soften the forehead, the jaw, relax. Strong exhale, soft inhale. Relax your shoulders, keep pulsing just a little longer. This is so good for you. So good. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Empty the breath. Hold the breath out if you can. Just for 3, 2, 1, and take a deep breath in. Fill up the belly, rib cage and chest. Hold breath, full body breath. Hold if you can. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, empty the chest, rib cage, and belly. Now 3 recovery breaths. Relax and inhale. Fill up your belly, rib cage, and chest, feeling your entire body expand. And exhale as you gently release, empty, and contract the body. Squeeze everything, belly in. 2 more times. Inhale, belly, rib cage, chest expand. Full of prana, vitality. And exhale as you empty, empty. Exhale fully. 1 more time. Deep breath in. Notice how good it feels to breathe. And exhale, let it go. Now, sign breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. So you can do this breath work every morning. I would recommend for you to try it every morning. Do at least 2 rounds if you can. 2 rounds, and you can do the breath itself anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, and eventually maybe increasing 1.5 minutes if you're, more seasoned to the practice. And so good for the conscious mind, where we have a lot of critical thinking, right? The prefrontal lobe of the brain. It can really help to relieve stress and anxiety, and it's just such a great way to start the day. Empty the body from that stale energy that just was stagnant overnight. We don't always, we're rarely paying attention to the control of our breath throughout the day, but even less while we're sleeping. So in the morning, there's nothing better than just doing a little reset of your body and do some pranayama. Fill up your body full of prana. Now the oxygen is not just oxygen, right? It's that life force energy that keeps your body alive. The breath nourishes your cells, your tissues, your organs. And when we breathe, it's not necessarily our lungs expanding, it's the diaphragm that's pulling down, right? So it's stretching the lungs. And while that happens, it actually helps also so much with your heart health. So the better you breathe, the easier it becomes on your heart. You know, and stress is a big factor that can affect our breath, therefore can affect our heart, right? And breathing is something that we all do every single day, yet most of us don't pay attention to our breath. And I'm not judging. I'm a yoga teacher, and it's very rare that throughout the day I'm like paying attention to my breath like for a whole entire hour. Like, that rarely happens. I come back to my breath often because I'm starting to program in my mind to pay attention to my breath. So I'll be driving, and sometimes I notice that I'm kind of holding on to my breath because I'm so focused on driving, you know? And there's those little moments when you have tense conversation with people. Try to notice if you're holding on to your breath, and take deeper breaths, and you'll notice it'll help a lot with your emotions and regulating how you feel and just calming your system, right? And every day is a new day to just learn things about ourselves and try to feel better and breathe better. You know, I often say in my yoga class, you want to feel better, learn to breathe better. Okay, keeping this video short, please give it a try. 2 rounds of KappalBhati every morning. See how that feels for you. And come back in the section below. Please let me know how it feels for you. We can discuss it. If ever you have any questions, comments, concerns, just write it down and let me know. All right, have a great day. See you next time. Namaste.